Hey Taurus, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is your 2-week reading. This is for the second half of March. And at the very end of this reading, we're going to go into the after tarot to see the energy as we go into April, just to give us a little peek at what's to come in April. But we're going to start with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. We're also going to be using Wild Reflections Tarot, and we're going to be using Universal Celtic Tarot. Okay, let's do it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good for Taurus. What do we need to know? What are the messages for the second half of March, the last 2 weeks of March? What's most important? That's way too many. What's most important for the last 2 weeks of March? What do we need to know? Taurus reading for anyone who's guided. You could be a cross watcher and I can be directly talking to you. Somebody else had this in the same spot. Cancer had Hermit in the same spot. You also got Air Guardian, Shift Your Perception, Hermit, Retreat, and Recharge. And you also have Father Sky, Trust in the Unknown. Interesting. So trust your intuition. Shift your perception. This is like the Hangman does, puts themselves in an uncomfortable position to see things from another perspective and to see things from another point of view. And the Hermit is all about retreat and recharge, taking that break, taking that time out. It's a well-needed break. Sometimes it's just time to reflect on things like this one, the Air Guardian asks you to do. And trust in whatever intuition you're, like if you take this time out to reflect, take a break, look at things from a different perspective, make sure you're listening to your intuition. Father Sky, trust in the unknown. Okay, let's take a look at it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know? What are the messages? 2-week reading for Taurus for the last 2 weeks of March. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Like I said, you don't absolutely have to be a Taurus to resonate with this. You could be a cross watcher and I could be directly speaking to you because you've shown up, and we could be reading your own energy. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Page of Swords came out. What else? 2 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. 4 of Wands reversed, which is not a negative for me. Knight of Wands reversed right underneath of the Page of Swords. The Emperor's reversed. There could be some kind of a control factor here. High Priestess reversed. And the 5 of Swords. Also at the bottom you have Death and Rebirth. Okay, we're going to talk about that. This is a cool card. So you have Death and Rebirth. Behind that, you have the Justice card. 2 major Arcana cards right here. Right next to it, you have the Page of Swords, and right beneath it, you have the Knight of Wands. It kind of feels like conflicting energy to me. The Page of Swords, Knight of Wands is reversed, but the Page of Swords for me is more verbal, and the Knight of Wands is more about physical. Right next to the Page of Swords, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. I'm going to show you it in the upright, came out reversed. This is actually nice energy. It does feel to me like there's this new celebratory kind of energy that's going to come in, or something that you've been, you could have been back and forth about this, or you could be waiting for this, because we also, right next to the Knight of Wands, where there's this brakes on kind of energy, no movement because it's reversed, you also have the Emperor here. This makes me feel like this is a control factor in this situation. So you could be waiting for somebody else to make a decision, or you could be deciding because you're really looking at something from another perspective. You're taking a time out to see things differently and to listen to your intuition, even if you've been back and forth about something. We also have the High Priestess who sits here in reverse, making me feel like all will be revealed. All will be revealed, because you also got it here with this Page of Swords. Like, this makes me feel like information coming forward. Ace of Cups, this new opportunity, new beginning. Like I said, there's some new energy in this that seems to be coming from something. You know, the death and rebirth can be a sudden change here that balances something out. A sudden, and this person looks like they are trying to balance something. We've also got, like I said, the Five of Swords in the reverse, which for me is better because it's coming out of the Five of Swords, making me feel like you're purging that Five of Swords energy or overcoming something that could have felt harsh or difficult. Let's get some clarity on this. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know? Taurus reading, what's important? What do we need to know? Taurus reading for anyone who's guided. Like I said, you might want to check out the Cancer reading. There could be messages for you because that Hermit came out in the same exact spot, I believe. Tell me about the Page of Swords. What's this coming in here, Page of Swords? First card out the deck. Yeah, look at this. So it's with the same exact card of the Two of Pentacles. See it? So the Two of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this is you. So you're the one who's trying to get clear on something or figure something out. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Make up your mind about something. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. What about it? Okay. Eight of Pentacles. It's Pentacles. Look, King of Pentacles too. This makes me feel like there's something around your Pentacles that you're trying to figure out. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and Two of Swords, all with Queen and King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles everywhere. And it's about this, something you're trying to figure out, something you're trying to understand or balance out. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. What about it? Ace of Cups. This could be work. This could be something to do with business or just your Pentacles in general. Tell me about, and Pentacles usually have to do with stability or finances. High Priestess, again, you know, a lot of double energy. Two of this, two of that. Cancer had the same thing come through. So just so you know, because right away I had that same card come out. You've got this High Priestess again, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. Again, we're talking about the Pentacles here. Something about this new beginning. You're going to have to use your intuition because this is new opportunity. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and we've got the High Priestess here. So this is why Spirit wants you to be really clear about making up your mind. There's something definitely you've got to make up your mind about. Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, High Priestess, tapping into your intuition here about an opportunity. It's definitely an opportunity. Tell me about Four of Wands reversed. What about it? Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay, we got two that fell out almost on my lap. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And we also have the Temperance here in the upright. Temperance says this could be about divine timing. I'm telling you, it has something to do with Pentacles, maybe even. I feel like this is an opportunity to get your, and this is something about divine timing. No, this is about balance because you have it here as well. Balance, well, it's not the same card, but it's justice and this transformation. Something around your Pentacles that has kept your foundation, Four of Wands, in the reverse here. There's something around getting your Pentacles straight or an opportunity around your home, your family. For some of you, I don't know why this is coming through so strongly. You might have had like a setback around your home, but I feel like this is what they're telling you, to look at something from another perspective, to use your intuition. There's going to be an opportunity that comes through. Make sure you're listening to your gut on this one. Something around your home and family, or something about stability. Tell me about the Knight of Wands reverse, Emperor reverse. This is something put to a complete stop or something that's been on block. The Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. Can we get another one? Emperor reversed, Knight of Wands reversed. Three of Cups. There's a lot of nines. The Nine of Swords is here as well. So I want to show you this. You've got these Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. So there's been some kind of stress or worry around this. Three of Cups came out. And you know, the interesting thing about all this is the Hangman is here in the reverse. Here it came out in the reverse, but here it is in the upright for you to see it. This is all about seeing something from another perspective. Air Guardian, shift your perception. This is in the upright. This is I already see something from another perspective. You also got this Three of Cups, but also at the top of your deck, the Tower flipped over. This perspective you might see that's coming in where you're going to see things from another perspective. It might happen all at once. But first, let me look at the Three of Cups here because I don't know why this came out with these other cards. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Why is it here? What do we need to know? It could be some kind of celebration. Could be something happening as some kind of information comes out. Some kind of news or information finally comes out. You've been waiting for this, or this was blocked or stopped, or there was some kind of, or you did it on purpose. You might have taken a seat back to control the situation. The Emperor's, very likely your own energy, putting the brakes on everything so that you could take a step back from something and regroup, re-examine. I'm getting this kind of re-energy. There could have something to do with Mercury retrograde. Tell me about because Mercury retrograde is all about re-examining, readjusting, refiguring, everything. Let me look at this because that's the energy I'm getting off this. The High Priestess reversed. What do we need to know? What's the message here? High Priestess reversed. Yeah, the Hermit. Oh my goodness. The Hermit, and you also have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is in the reverse, breaks on, just like the Knight of Wands was over here, and just like the Emperor in reverse here. Kind of a breaks on energy. This was time, when these breaks were on, was time for you to reflect, which is why you kind of went into that Hermit mode. Exactly. Let's take a look at your Five of Swords in the reverse. Five of Swords reversed. Four of Swords reversed, and the Death card. Exactly. Your break time is over. There's going to be movement. There's going to be a transformation where you were kind of in this lockdown. You really were. Hangman, Hermit, Four of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, not once but twice. High Priestess twice. A lot of things twice coming out for you, just like came out in that Cancer reading. I feel like there could be a message for you. I'm going to say it. You don't have to do it. But please do check it out if you feel inclined. Somebody you are dealing with could have a lot of Cancer placements, or you could, or it could have something to do with Cancer season. But we have this Death and Rebirth again, and the Four Swords reverse. And we did just have an eclipse. And sometimes when eclipses happen, with all this Death and Rebirth, this transformation, and with timing coming out, with the Temperance card here, I have to say, this could have something to do with an eclipse pushing something forward for you that was in lockdown or stuck, or even that you weren't budging on. Spirit has a way of making us budge when we won't budge when we need to. Whatever it is, this opportunity that comes in, pay close attention. I mean, it's definitely an opportunity coming in divine timing. I almost feel like Spirit's sending it in for you with this Archangel Michael here. It's to cause movement and to get the whole situation out of stagnancy or out of lockdown, or to get you motivated to make some kind of move that's going to be very positive, by the way. Let me get your after tarot, and then we'll discuss Taurus, Spirit, and Angels, anyone for the highest good. This is next step energy going into the 1st of April. What do we need to know about this next step here, please, for Taurus or anyone else who's guided? We just need a couple cards. Yeah, this is Spirit's way of getting you to budge. See how we got the Grim Reaper coming in and going, nope, you can't stay in lockdown forever. But it might not be you. This offer is coming straight from the universe. This is a gift. I have chills right now. Exactly what I just said. This is causing change. This is causing movement. This is causing that death and rebirth and these new opportunities for you. Spirit's going to cause it to move forward no matter what has locked it down, even if it's a person, or even if it's yourself. Good luck, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please take a second to like this video. It really helps the channel so much more than you know, and I truly do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, we have a ton of stuff coming out. Your weeklies, your monthlies, your dailies, your weekend readings, holiday reading. You don't want to miss out. So It's absolutely free to subscribe. Click the bell and click all, and you'll get notifications when things come out on the channel, which is every single day.